Alrighty, the next quest in the Eden quest line is Shadows of the Past, given to us by Gaia in the Empty. Here we go. We tipped the scales away from the light, I'm sure of it, but something's wrong. Very wrong. Ruh-roh. Cutscene? Yeah. We're looking up at the multicolored tower crystal tower, whatever. Guy is getting a flash or headache. For 100 long years I have waited for this moment, says the fairy voice, whatever, inside of her. I knew it! You've been hiding inside Eden all this time, she says out loud, confronting the voice. From Eden, there's this like kind of light / purple flash, and then this purple void cloud thing hovers in front of us, and it looks like an Ascian. And it is an Ascian. At least it's manifesting as an Ascian right now. An Ascian! Reen draws her daggers. Mitron, Mary I. Tom R.O. Nancy. I am Mitron, servant of Zodiac. He's hovering 20 yards away and up in the air another 10 yards. The voice that has whispered to me all my life. Indeed, and thanks to you, I am all but free from my prison of light. Does that mean Eden was used to seal away an Ascian? She still got her dual daggers. Thinking on it with eyes closed. Gets a surprised look for a second. Wait, that is Eden. An Ascian transformed into a Sin Eater. Interesting, if true. Gaia says, I've heard enough about Ascians to know that they're nothing but trouble, but I never imagined that one of them was behind all this. I thought that restoring the darkness was my idea, but this was your plan from the very beginning. Dude still hovering there, in normal black-robed Ascian garb, red face mask, red mask covering like his nose and up. It was, but all it took was the slightest suggestion. The rest was entirely your doing. And he, dark purple void, vanishes, appears behind us, standing on ground now. Ah, my freedom is so close I can almost taste it. Finally, my soul may journey beyond the flesh to which I am yet bound. I knew you would come for me, Gaia. Don't flatter yourself. You've caused me nothing but pain. If I've helped you, it wasn't intentional. A stare down from 30 yards away, 40 yards away. Even now your memories elude you. Hearken unto me, Gaia, and remember. We get a close-up of Gaia's face as she kind of thinks a little bit. Eyes wide, but also squinting a tiny bit. Black screen, but now we're back to present, whatever that was. In an age past, the world you know as the 13th was flooded by darkness. Like ripples in water, the repercussions were felt in the other shards, none more so than here on the first. It became perilously imbalanced and susceptible to the influence of light. Sorry, just a second. Okay. Sorry. Were light to consume the first as darkness did the 13th, it would likewise become a lifeless void, lost to our cause. We could not allow this mistake to be repeated. It was our duty to safeguard this world from the self-same fate. After a time, Emet-Selch conceived of a plan to trigger a rejoining, utilizing the very light we had labored to keep in check, and tasked us with bringing the plan to fruition. Tasked us. We get a flashback to the Warriors of Light, and an Ascian facing them, it seems. But at the last, we were thwarted by Ardbert and his companions. Though our resolve was strong, theirs was stronger still, and as we fell, so too was the light unleashed. For us, however, death is not the end. Though our bodies may perish, our souls live on, withdrawing but temporarily to the rift. Until you can find a new body to possess. I too would have been reborn, but ere my soul could leave its corporeal form, Ardbert struck me with a blade of purest light, and that light enveloped my body, twisting it beyond recognition. Eden, the first Sin Eater. The scene has transitioned to Eden in the empty whiteness that is the empty. My soul felt such agony as I had never known, and then I knew no more. In my insensate, instinctive state, influenced by Ardbert's fervent desire to banish darkness, I unleashed the light burgeoning within me, and it spread as an all-consuming wave to every corner of the world. The flood of light. So that's how Sin Eaters came to be. All would have been lost had not the one called Minfilia appeared. Minfilia. Halting the light's inexorable advance, she saved what little still remained of the world. In the process, she also restored me a sliver of my consciousness, though I remained trapped in my altered form. Motionless, I was capable only of feeble whispering. Emmett Silk, couldn't he have saved you? He shakes his head no. Perhaps he could have, if such had been his wish. Far easier, however, to simply find another piece of my fractured soul to replace me. From his perspective, there was no need to interfere and potentially disturb the balance of ether, and so here I remained. So after you failed, he left you here to rot. Some friend he turned out to be. Yeah, he nods. Thus abandoned, I called out for what seemed like an eternity to the only soul who could save me. You, Gaia. She has a bit of a shocked face, but all this time you were calling to me for help. Yes, but you had forgotten me, forgotten our duty. Though vestiges of your true power remained, you could not wield it at will. She kind of shrugged, like arms wide, like, what are you talking about? Time went by, and eventually change came. The light began to subside, and the dark of night returned. That was my fault. The camera zooms on me for a bit. Gradually, my voice grew stronger until I was able to exert my will over you. You wanted me to free your soul from Eden, which is why you had me attack it. Another plan that ended in failure, thanks to Mercy. I give a nod. Indeed, thankfully, your subsequent attempts to restore this barren land allowed Eden to absorb more and more ether aligned closer to darkness, gradually eroding the cage of light that holds me. Owing to your most recent efforts, my mind is wholly my own once more, and I am able to project my image beyond those confines. Then all this time we've been helping to free an Ascian? That's a fine tale, but why should I care about any of it? What are you to me? Come with me to Eden's core. There, all shall become clear. He does dark purple void while Gaia goes, wait! But winks out, teleports, whatever. I guess it was a projection, so he's not teleporting anything, he's just stopping the projection. We look to Eden. Probably get the quest accepted. No? Okay. We talk to Reen to continue. Cutscene. All of us staring at Eden. I've just realized something. If Eden has been absorbing all that rebalanced ether, that must be why we've struggled to restore life to the empty. I suppose we can think about that later, though. More importantly, it seems I've lost control over Eden, most likely because of the Ascian. Urianger specifically warned us about not listening to the fairy's honeyed words, so we'd better think this through before we go rushing in. I give a nod. She thinks of it. Oh, if only he and Thancred were here now. What are you talking about? I'm sorry, Gaia. I shouldn't be so quick to lose heart. What? No, that's not what I meant. Who are Urianger and Thancred? More memory loss. This shocks both myself and Reen, who look at each other. Gaia looking between the two of us, and then puts a hand to her chest. Wait, I know those people. I'm sure of it. But why can't I remember them? Her eyes are wide in a little bit of fear. I thought something was strange when I mentioned the festival on board Eden. It was as though you had no recollection of our earlier conversation. This is most likely connected to Mitron. Damn it all. What more is that fiend going to take from me? To tell the truth, the thing that frightens me most is that you might forget about us. Silence between the three of us for a second or two. That won't happen. For every memory I lose, we'll make 2 more together. And if I need to know something, I can just ask you. Why not start by telling me about Urianger and Thancred? To be honest, my nerves are all a jitter, so I need something to help me settle down before we confront Mitron. Reen smiles and nods. Still a bit worried, probably, but... we have a crate with 3 cups of... It could be chai tea. Mugs of chai tea. And we're having a conversation. Urianger is probably the most intelligent person I know. He spends a lot of time reading, but he also says that you can't learn everything from books and encouraged me to go out and see the world for myself. Sounds sensible to me. Much better to experience things firsthand than to read about someone else's, like those coffee biscuits. No book could ever describe how good they taste. Reen nods. Is there anything else you can tell me about him, Mercy? I'm going to have options, aren't I? Yeah, my options are he is devoted to the study of prophecies, or he can walk on water until he can't. He is devoted to the study of prophecies. Prophecies are funny things, if you ask me. If people know that something terrible is going to happen, they'll go and prevent it, which would make the prophecy untrue. I wonder what Urianger would say to that. They have a little delighted moment, at least Reen does. As for Thancred, he's the one who freed me from Yulmore. At first I thought of him as my knight in shining armor, but really he was much more than that. We traveled all over Norvrent and he helped me become the person I am today. He even gave me my name. My options are he's also an expert in infiltration, or his gift for song won the heart of many a fair lady, or so he claims. He's also an expert in infiltration. That would explain how he was able to sneak into Yulmore and rescue the damsel in distress, just like in the songs. I'm hardly a damsel in distress. Well, I suppose I was back then, but Thancred taught me how to fight and survive. He's the reason she goes dual daggers. Yeah. Oh, his gunblade is over there. I didn't even see that. Or one of his gunblades is over here, just sitting up against a crate, like point down at the ground, not like sticking into it, but certainly the point is creating a divot from which it can lean against the crate upright, whatever. Actually, while we're on the subject, that gunblade over there belonged to Thancred. It's nice looking. It's just your basic steel, polished, beautiful. I like it. I like the basicness of it. Some of them are crazy. As far as memories go, it's a bit on the cumbersome side. As far as mementos go, it's a bit on the cumbersome side, but it reminds me of our adventures together. Even though there's little chance I'll ever see him again, it still feels like he's here with me. They can come back, they just can't spend large amounts of time here anymore. Although, time does pass differently. Gaia, the camera focuses on Gaia's right hand, as Gaia says, keeping your memories close. Her right hand goes across her body and is now kind of hovering over her left lower forearm, which is covered by a bulky black sleeve. As if there's something there. Who knows? You know what? I should keep a diary. Even if I forget everything, at least I will have something to look back on. This could be what the future Gaia voice is. It could be her diary. That's a brilliant idea. Since we're going to be making lots of new memories together, maybe I could write in it too? As long as you improve your handwriting before you go scrawling all over it, I'd like your entries to be vaguely legible, if you don't mind. Of course, your ladyship. They both look to each other for a few moments. But before that, we've got an Ascian to deal with. Let's get this over with. Nods from myself and Reen. Cutscene, the camera pans up to the pretty nice blue sky, very little clouds. Very few clouds. There were not little clouds. Whatever. Enter the core. We have a cutscene, the Ascian inside. Just kind of chilling. We enter, he turns to us. Gaia takes a couple steps forward. We came as you asked, so start talking.
Why settle for mere words when I offer something far greater? Eden will now afford you a glimpse of the past. More than a glimpse, in fact, it will be as real as any of the foes you yourselves have conjured forth.
Conjured forth? Wait, you don't mean to perform a summoning, do you?
He smiles under the mask. You can see it. I do. I shall recreate the battle of 100 years past, which pitted Ardbert and his fellow warriors of light against their nemesis, the Shadow Keeper.
Ooh. My options are just as Emmett Selk recreated the final days of Amarat, or, so who will play the part of Ardbert? Just as Emmett Selk recreated the final days of Amarat.
Is that so? It seems much and more has occurred during my absence. No doubt he employed creation magics to breathe life into his recollections of the past.
And what do you hope to achieve with this history lesson of yours?
You shall see. You shall remember. Now your very soul will revisit that fateful day 100 years ago.
She looks a tad worried, maybe a tad sad. Guy, you can't trust Mitron. If you do, you'll end up being manipulated again. They look to each other for a few moments. Reen. She turns to her completely. Well, a little side, but whatever. You're right. My days of being controlled by this demon are over. I have a new life now, and I won't let anyone take that away from me. Reen gives her a nod. Gaia turns back to the Ascian. My will is my own. You have no hold over me. Reen nods. I nod. Stare down between Gaia and Mitron. Mitron bares his teeth a bit.
This is all your doing, accursed minions of light. I should be the one at her side, not you or anyone else. I will take her beyond the reach of your poisonous influence and keep her safe.
He reaches a hand toward Gaia. Dark purple energy from him, dark purple energy surrounding her. Reen tries to grab for her as she tries to grab for Reen, but she is portaled out in the dark purple void. The Ascian still has the dark purple cloud kind of surrounding him. Energy, you know. What have you done with Gaia?
He smiles. Nothing yet, but soon I will restore her to her true self, and you will help me to do so by conquering the adversary I present before you.
He puts a hand in the air. Reen is teleported out, and then I am teleported out, both in our own dark purple void things. And we are teleported back to the empty, where we talk to Reen, who is on her... It's like... Her knees are off to the side, both on the ground. Her butt's on the ground, like to the other side. Hands in that direction. Yeah, she's down. The position, I don't know if there's a name for it. Irene shakes her head as I approach. I knew it was risky trusting in Ascian, but we played right into Mitron's hands. My options are, we'll do whatever it takes to save Gaia, or there's no choice but to do as Mitron says. We'll do whatever it takes to save Gaia. She nods. Agreed. There's no telling what kind... And she stands as well. There's no telling what kind of danger she's in, but wherever she is, I know she's giving her all. Even though we're apart, we'll fight as one. Together, we'll bring an end to Mitron's wicked schemes. She looks back to the core crystal, as do I. It looks like Mitron's grip on Eden has loosened somewhat, perhaps to allow me to send you to the battlefield. Once you get there, don't let your guard down. While this may be a reenactment of a moment in history, the threat you face is very real. Whatever happens, you must make it through this. Gaia's counting on us. I give her a nod. She runs to the crystal. Eden's promise, Litany, now accessible. As usual, we'll try to solo it. Uncapped 100 Paladin. Have not watched the video, also, which is normal. We'll see how it goes. If it sucks and I don't understand it, I'll watch a quick little recap. The Scrub makes very good quick videos about fights and what you need to know. Our cutscene entering, we have a white square battlefield surrounded by... It reminds me of some places in Norvrant where the trees and stuff have a purple hue to them.
So this all took place 100 years ago.
The flowers are purple, the trees are...
But what does it have to do with Gaia?
The trees are pretty white, but with some purple shading here and there. The ravening anti-hero, the Shadow Keeper, is what can be described as a big frickin' wolf with a normal wolf mouth and face, but also has some smaller wolf jaws, mouths around the head. And the eye, it looks like it has 8 eyes. In kind of one of those Tetris patterns where there's 3 across the bottom and 1 up in the middle. Let's see what this is about. The outside edge of this square arena is bad stuff, so by your sacrifice, a warrior born, I will show you no mercy and expect none in return, said this shadow beast. Try to say those things quickly if I see him. Forward implosion makes it sound like he's going to implode something forward. And indeed, half the battlefield is bad. What did I click wrong? God damn it. We get a kind of a dark door summoned. And the half of the field the door isn't on got hit by some AoE that encompasses the thing. And then we had raid-wide damage. It seemed unavoidable. The entire place lit up with dark bulb. Backward implosion looks like he's gonna shoot back. Yeah. So the tails kind of do a wagging thing. Also seems to have like some flowing, tattered, dark gray cape. Okay. So backward. So he's, yeah. Oh, I got that wrong. Okay. I get it now. I think. The portal accessed the back. The door. Shadow spawn sounds like it will be. I was gonna say. These guys look like they're gonna be big circle AoEs, I think. They jump around a bunch. I don't know what that does or means for anything. They all look toward the boss and start gathering energy in their jaws. And then I get hit by another thing that I have no idea how to avoid, and I have... Oh, maybe one of them was not bad. Okay. That's what the jumping around was. It was trying to make you confused about which one is the right one. But 2 Vuln stacks I got. fade to shadow makes me think it's about to... I don't know what those are gonna do, dude. Was I supposed to try to avoid, or sorry, absorb something from that? Alright. Oh, he has become bipedal and has a big sword with a red core. Umbral Smash. Tank Buster? Slashing resistance down. ×4. Shadow's Edge is probably like it's gonna shoot a cone kind of thing in my or it was a line in my direction. So turn that away from the group. Left Giga Slash makes me think it's gonna hit the left side. Yeah, and it does. Who'd have thunk it? Left side of his body. Okay, so this is gonna hit the right side. Wait, he turned at the last second. That was bad. How the hell do you avoid it if you just kind of turn? Oh, the door is always his back. So the door that he summons is where his back is gonna be. I can't absorb these. I can only absorb. Oh, I'm bleeding. Then why stand it at all? Fuck that. Just take it. We have a damage down debuff because I couldn't stand in all the portals. Left, okay, that's gonna be over there. Nope, shit, okay. Wait, he moved the door, what does that mean? Okay, I guess during that, can you stand right on him? Knockback makes me think I just want to be knocked back into a corner. Yeah. He goes quadrupedal again. 64% is what we're at. Spawn some wolves again. They're gonna jump around. I'm not even sure which one is the safe one. I don't see any indication of a safe one. He's gonna tether to one of them, right? How do you know? I see absolutely no indication of which one is the safe one. Maybe it doesn't have the green in its mouth, like the summoning. I don't know, dude. I only got one stack of Vuln, so it's not a big deal, but still, it's really annoying not understanding that. Forward means, okay, he's gonna turn. Yeah. I get it a little bit now. So, he isn't moving the door portal so much as it's a sequential thing. This, whatever this thing was, it wasn't anything. Like, it seemed like I didn't really have to avoid anything. Oh, forward, shit. Except for the big circles. Yeah, that's right. But they weren't hard to avoid last time. But I didn't see the forward thing in time. Lots of things you kind of have to avoid really quickly, including that, which I failed to get out of range in time. Can you be under him? Is that bad? Doesn't seem bad. I can't do anything to absorb this, so I'd rather not get the bleed. Not that it does much to me, you know. Right Giga, okay. Damage down for another 24 seconds. We're at 40%. Oh, he got bipedal and drew his sword again. Okay, left is gonna be... Shit, I'm on the wrong side, yeah. And then left... Oh, god damn it. I can't picture him turning quick enough. I'm not... apparently not that bright. This is the multi-slash thing again. I don't know how to do anything to avoid it. I take the slashing. 37%. Oh, we're getting followed by this. Okay. Uh-oh. I don't want to get pushed back into bad. I thought... Okay, it's fine. I thought I clicked. Being under him doesn't seem to do anything, even though, like, there's just dark shadow energy under him all the time. Okay, he's tethered to one. I see the tether. Uh-oh. I'm safe over here. It's also the only one without the light glowing from its face. Oh shit, it went out. Okay. 27%. Okay, that time it was fairly obvious. I don't know if I'd missed it every single time before that, or... I was looking for a freaking tether on one of them. I saw no tether on any of them. Forward. Okay, so he's gonna... the portal is at his back. Okay. We got it this time. That's easy. Figuring out which one's gonna be left and right for some reason is hard for me. 19.6. Okay, the only thing to avoid here is that there's going to be a big circular AoE. Okay, shit. Gotta get behind him. So you kind of, I think you want to stand on him until you figure out which way he's facing, and then act accordingly depending on if he's doing a forward thingy or a backward thingy. Ah, shit. Damn it, I didn't mean to use that. Yeah. Void gate again. Just eat it. Get my damage down. I just used my damage up buff. Right slash. %. Left. I'm on the correct side for now. Is he gonna do another left? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That was easier to understand, or at least I knew what I was looking for, and just I wasn't good at looking for it. Does that make sense? I know the portal is to his back. Bunch of slashes. I don't know if there's a way to avoid the slashing resistance. A beam attack on me. 6%. Very, very solo bullet, at least as a tank. At 100. I don't know about any other class. I don't want to get knocked back into bad, so I think it's the best I'm going to do. Ah. 0.1, done. Cool. The beast howls, dark purple energy roiling all around it, and it vanishes into motes of black and purple. Poofs, disintegrates. Probably better words than vanishes. Okay. We're gonna leave the duty. Talk to Reen to finish the quest. Mitron's returned Gaia to us, but I have a feeling this isn't over yet. Gaia is here. 3,000 gil and a throwaway materia. After quest cutscene coming our way. The Warriors of Light. The Shadow Keeper. I've seen this all before. The dark purple appears.
Yes, you and I joined our power as one to create the Shadow Keeper. We bore witness to its battle with the Warriors of Light.
Our power? So I was there, and I wasn't alone. No, Gaia, it's not true. It can't be. How can you have been there 100 years ago?
Look deep inside. You know it was real. Cast aside those worthless memories and embrace who you truly are.
Her hand at her head still. Worthless? Now I see. This is why you've been tampering with my memories ever since I was a child.
Just so. And now I possess the means to purge them entirely. Your rebirth will finally be complete.
You have no right to deny me a life, to rob me of what I hold most precious. My memories may seem worthless to you, but not to me. I will never be yours. My place is here, in this world, in this life, in this moment. Wherever my friends are, that is where I belong. I nod to Gaia. She turns to Reen. Reen nods as well. Gaia smiles to Reen.
Then you would turn your back on your glorious past, on the lives we once lived?
Any past I may have shared with you is long gone. I live in the here and now, striving to build a better future, and I'll be damned if I let you take that away from me. She whips a hand to the side and summons that badass two-handed hammer. A war hammer, I think, is one-handed and big. I believe this is called a maul, M-A-U-L, and I think I got that wrong the last time I saw it, but I was excited by it. You know, it's like, this is cool.
To be reunited at long last, only to be shunned. Would that I had died with you, to be reborn. Even without knowledge of your past, we may yet forge a future together.
I'm sick of your riddles. Speak plainly or not at all.
You and I fought the Warriors of Light as one, joined in both body and soul. When Ardbert struck his final blow, the light tore through the bonds that held us. Though you perished, I was condemned to a far worse fate. My flesh became my prison, and I was cursed to remain here, an abomination, while you lived on with others at your side. I will suffer it no more. You belong to me.
I, too, was once held against my will, robbed of my freedom, to be trapped and alone for 100 years. I can't begin to imagine the pain you must have felt. But that doesn't give you the right to deny Gaia a chance at happiness. Gaia is still wielding the two-handed hammer in battle stance. The Ascian thinks on this.
We once knew happiness, true happiness, until fate conspired to tear us apart. I will never let that happen again. We shall be joined as one, my memories yours, together for all eternity.
He grins, that creepy grin. We all draw our weapons. He gathers energy with his palm up and hand outstretched toward us. He and Gaia both have the dark purple roiling energy about them. The two-handed hammer goes away. The darkness, it's rising within me. She gets an Ascian, shield thingy across her face for a second. Reen says, that mark. Gaia still, dark purple energy, still the red shield in front of her face. Grabs her head, fighting it. What is this? Why am I... Hold on, Gaia. Whatever it is, you mustn't give in. The dark purple stuff around her is gone. The shield's gone. She turns to Reen, still hand on head. Who are you? Who are you? Reen, shocked, sad, scared.
Yes, yes. Now nothing will keep you from me. I am yours, and you are mine.
Hands outstretched to the sky, he gets dark purple portaled out and kind of rushes toward Gaia with it. As Reen and I rush to try to stop him, there's this red nova thing with a white core, and he seems to have rejoined with Gaia. He's a floating, clawed, like black-robed, nothing inside. Like you can only shadow inside his robes, or their robes now maybe. A dark, like a dark halo with like neon blue lines going in the direction of the circle. Red, like summoned shield in front of the face again.
We are one. We remember,
says Ascian Prime, as it's called now. Looks kind of like a Grim Reaper kind of thing floating in the air. So it's true? Gaia really is a reincarnated Ascian?
The girl you once knew is no more. The Ascian who held the seat of a Logriff,
Loghri, Frank,
is all that remains, and Gaia is her true name.
I get a headache, like a flashback. God, why are you asking? Hold on, guys. I'm fucking busy. Jesus Christ. So a flashback of... Okay, hold on. I'll be right back. And now we're back. So a flashback is a bunch of Ascians around like a circular platform. It was several minutes ago that I saw it. I don't remember exactly. Mitron, not hooded. I see dark hair down to the hood. Is looking at somebody who is seemingly named Logriff. Blonde hair, dark skin, Ascian robes. Mitron says, "Oh, Logriff, how long has it been? How long have I dreamed of this day?" Oh, sorry. Mitron is close to the face of Gaia, but not exact. Maybe like the added male features to her female features have changed her face to a little bit more, I don't know, kind of less features stand out. If that's, I don't know how else to say it. Logriff says, "Is that you, Mitron? Forgive me, I didn't recognize you." So Mitron's going to be female voice. Sorry, Logriff is the female. "In my defense, my memories have only recently been restored. My mind is still a little hazy." There's this, it looks like maybe a demon statue on top of what it might look like if a shrapnel, a spherical shrapnel grenade was in the very beginning of exploding. So like there's these pillars of rock shooting out at all angles from this sphere that this demon statue thingy is standing on. Mitron, who is the blonde-haired, dark-skinned guy, hardly surprising. No matter how many times we are reborn, it is disorienting to have everything change around you. Even so, I immediately recognized your resplendent soul, and I cling to the hope that one day you will likewise remember mine. You always were a forgetful one." "I could never forget you, try as I might," she says, crossing her arms. Logriff. "But tell me, what do you know of my past? I admit my memory may need refreshing." He looks up to the demon thing with like this gold halo behind the head, like kind of like Anima from Final Fantasy X, like clawed arms crossed across its chest going up. "We served together as members of the Convocation of 14, dedicated to the summoning of Lord Zodiark." I'm assuming Lord Zodiark is this weird demon anima statue thing. It's been a while since I faced against Zodiark, so I forgot. "Although the task assigned to you eventually fell to Elidibus." Hold on. "Yes, I remember. Amidst the chaos and despair, you never left my side, my loyal protector." He looks down and to the right, kind of grits his teeth a bit. "But in the end, it was in vain. I was powerless to prevent Hydaelyn from tearing our world asunder." It's so late to record. Maybe I shouldn't have done this last one. I didn't know it was this long. "So I heard from Emmet Selk. We labor to make our world whole again. That's why he restored my memories, so that I can play my part." "Our part. Alone we struggle, but by joining your power with mine, we may yet succeed." "My power? You always were one for flattery." "Well, I assure you I'm quite sincere. It would be my honor to serve the cause alongside you, and I shan't take no for an answer." She giggles. "The honor is mine, for as much as I chide and tease you, you are everything to me. You are everything to me. My inspiration. When I'm with you, I fear nothing. Promise me that we'll never be parted again." "If I promise, even should fate conspire to separate us, I will reach out to you, wherever you may be." She looks flattered by it and happy by it. "And I will come running." Okay. Back to present. My headache was the flashback.
We were destined to find each other, to awaken our buried past and be born anew, says Ascian Prime, clawed fingers kind of dangling in the air. Though our brethren employ crystals to return sundered souls to their office, without them such a defeat was beyond my reach. But by becoming one in mind and body, my memories are yours. At last you have awoken. Now the time has come to restore our world to the utopia it once was.
Let Gaia go!
You are not worthy to speak that name. If you must call her anything, use the name chosen by her parents, if you even know what that is.
Logrim, probably? Reen looks down. No, to me her name is Gaia. And nothing you say about her makes any difference to me. I don't care if she's an Ascian. She's my friend.
Was your friend. Never again will she answer to your cries.
I look to Reen. My options are we won't give up on her, or we'll break the shackles that bind her. We won't give up on her. She nods to me. Your wicked schemes will have gone far enough. We're taking Gaia back.
Accursed servants of light, you will not tear us apart again.
Dark purple energy around him. And Reen. She gets a headache, stumbling. She looks to the being. What is this? Visions in my mind? A summoning? I look shocked. I take a half step toward the Ascian Prime.
All your hopes and fears turned against you. There is no escape from your past.
Dark purple portal takes him out somewhere. Quest finally complete. Gosh dang, that was long. Sorry about that. Hope you've enjoyed. Myself and Reen, thank you for watching. We will continue in a couple days because tomorrow is FF12 day. See you next time. Bye bye for now. Oh wait, gotta do the wave. Sorry. Bye bye.